The Timeline is brought to you by
MTN. Everywhere you go.
Now, on social media, we like to say, hey, it's not that serious. It's just a tweet. It can't possibly have that big of an impact. Well, Juma Kasadha, a journalist and a media researcher at the City University of Hong Kong, begs to differ. Now, he talks about the weight of our words and how they might have an impact bigger than we could ever imagine.
Recently, a study has been done. We used the data from Afrobarometer. It does studies in Uganda and so many other African countries. And when I was analyzing this data, I came across the most interesting thing: social media versus the other media. And you'll notice that if the other media are all shut, we are going to have social media take the lead. Vis-a-vis the radio, which is at a usage rate of 3.0, social media is the second most used at 0.95, whereas these others just have to follow. What are the implications? That we cannot run away from social media in Uganda. And how about the words we use? Which kind of words are you using? And how are these words repeated? And how are they impacting on society? And what can we get from this? What does it imply? It implies that if we look at the recent example, Lady Nyans, Sarah Nyans, she goes on her Facebook page and she starts out this campaign. She connected with the online community. The online community mobilized the resources, and then the offline community gets involved. That is how we should use our social media. She mobilizes the resources. She goes now to the communities and distributes what she has received. And thank God, over 2,000 people benefited in these different places. Because of over 2,000 people benefiting, Facebook is widely used. So there are these prominent words: the pair of buttocks. If I want to look for something called the pair of buttocks, I can put the brackets on it. It will remain a one word. Then there are those who do a hashtag, and they'll simply do the hashtag on it. So I'll also get the hashtag. Then there are those who will go ahead and do what I'll say. They'll simply say pads for UG, girls. Each of these wordings has a role. So what we do when we are trying to mine out data, we simply get all these words and we do a Boolean search on it. And all these words bring out a different discussion. So it is our duty to try to start now deleting words that don't make sense, deleting phrases that are repeated. And once we are done with that, then we come up with issues that now talk about it. This is a Twitter harvested data that is about the pair of buttocks, hashtag pair of buttocks, hashtag pads for UG girls, pads for UG girls, Nyans Stera and Stera Nyans. You'll see these big arrows moving. These simply imply that these govern the discussion. These define the kind of discussion taking shape. Now, that is when you've harvested the work, you've harvested the data, you've analyzed it, you've done everything to it. The most interesting thing was this one online community posted comment, which was, what is so shocking and surprising is that Ugandans are waiting for the president to buy pads. Yes, it was made by an offline community person who responded to the online discussion, basing on the words they used. When it came online, these people simply started responding that what is wrong with a husband buying sanitary pads for his wife? Definitely, many do not expect the president to provide pads for every girl in the real sense, but it's being used in demand for accountability. The kind of wordings we post, these words try to drive us to understand exactly what is on ground. It's not about pads. Now it is an issue of accountability. It's not about pads. It is an issue of collectivity. It's not about pads. It is an issue of you knowing your rights. It's not about pads. It is an issue of you rising up to understand that each word you post using your social media network, you're going to be able to get to this section where you'll have these people follow. Ask yourself, what are the most common words you use and how many people follow you? Social media gives you the avenue to say, I hate that or I like this.
Now, if you'd like to catch up with a lot of those conversations, please go check out the hashtag Uganda social media and follow CAST Uganda and Southern Sudan on Twitter and Facebook. Also, follow us because we will be bringing you more of this conversation on our Twitter and our Facebook platforms. That's at the Timeline 256. You can also catch us on YouTube. That is at the Timeline 256. Now, you know what else can have big impact? Unlimited internet. Star 150 star 55 hash is the magic number, courtesy of the good people at MTN. Of course, we'd like to say thank you so much to every single person who has followed us on Twitter and on Facebook, and everyone who's watching this show right now. Pat yourself on the back, buy yourself a drink. Thank you so much. My name is David. Goodbye, God bless, have a fabulous time, and catch you on the World Wide Web.
The Timeline was brought to you by
Switch to MTN Unlimited Internet everywhere, every time, for everything. Dial star 150 star 55 hash to choose your monthly package. True Unlimited is finally here. MTN, everywhere.